Welcome to the Liturgy Forecast with Father Antonio Agnes, a look ahead at the liturgy of the week. Friends, as you know, we are already done with the second Sunday of Advent. We are in the second week of Advent. Advent is moving quite fast. This 4-week cycle of Advent is a preparation for Christmas, just as Lent is a preparation for Easter. You know, in the liturgical calendar, in the liturgical year, the two pillars are Christmas and Easter, the most important feast in the entire year. That is why Easter is number one. After Easter ranks Christmas in the liturgical order. And to celebrate these feasts, these seasons, the church prepares our hearts and minds. And so, Advent, we prepare for Christmas, and Lent, we prepare for Easter. Friends, the beauty of Advent is that it's a season, a period of kind of darkness as we prepare for the light that will come into the world. So, it's like we go to the beginning before the beginning. Yes, you know, Christ coming into the world, his incarnation is a new beginning. We can see our original beginning. Because before Christ came into the world, the whole world was in darkness. His incarnation and then his death and resurrection brought new light. And so in Advent, as you see, we have the Advent wreath, candles, light. Because why are we using the candles, the Advent wreath? Because we are in the darkness before Christ's coming. And the history of humanity is so like this. After the fall in the garden, as you know, man has not been the same. We have been living in darkness. That's why the prophet Isaiah is being read in these days. Those who live in darkness have seen a great light. Those words will keep coming to us and going, friends. So the liturgy has been beautifully arranged in this order that as we are waiting to celebrate the light at Christmas, now we are in darkness, awaiting the light to come. So we have Advent wreath with the candles. You know, lighting 1, lighting 2, yeah, lighting 3, lighting 4, and then the light will appear. So it's a time of quietness, you know. That is why even in Advent, there's the option of fasting. You know, just as Lent, we have compulsory fast. In Advent, the church asks us to fast because we are in darkness waiting for our salvation, the incarnation, friends. So this makes the Advent picture very beautiful. In some parts of the world, I should say, you know, they are in the autumn, they call it, you know, fall, you know, waiting for winter will come, you know. And then, as you know, around December, the daylight starts strengthening, start increasing, I should say, you know. So in some part of the world, those who are the other side of the equator, the northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, I hope you know these geographical issues, you know, it's getting darker. And then from December 21, Christmas time, then light will start, you know, taking the upper hand. Again, you see how the church celebrate the cosmos, you know, and the civil calendar together, mixing them together, because that's how God works. He infuses himself into our calendar, into our time. That's why Pope Benedict will say that Advent is actually God's making time for us. Yes. So God is preparing to bring his son into the world. That is what we are going through. As we are preparing for his coming, God is also preparing. No, so you are hearing the prophet that will come, all those things. You are hearing the stories will keep coming. This is how God prepares his people for the coming of his son, the incarnation. So Advent is a preparation for the incarnation. When you look at it this way, then the readings you are going to be hearing, you know, the feast you are celebrating will make meaningful to us. And that's why this week, you know, Immaculate Conception. Yes, again, preparation before the coming. So see, the church has intentionally, you know, situated the feast that will prepare us for the incarnation. So we don't celebrate Immaculate Conception in Lent or Easter. No, it has to come before before Christmas, because it's it's part of the preparations God is making. We are making for Christmas. So we have incarnation, we have the Immaculate Conception. Obviously, today, which is Monday 9th, the liturgical calendar says we should have it today, because yesterday was a Sunday, being an Advent Sunday. We are not allowed to celebrate the solemnities that are not for the Lord on those Sundays. But then I have to say that every bishops' conference has the right, of course, the permission of Rome to celebrate such feasts even on Sundays. So some part of the world, in Rome, I know for sure, yesterday, the second Sunday of Advent, they actually had what do you call the Solemnity of Immaculate Conception. It was replaced with the second Sunday of Advent. Only the Bishops' Conference had that power. A parish priest cannot take that decision alone. Obviously, even 1,000 bishops will not take that decision on their own unless they have permission from Rome. Because the liturgy, as you know, respect the Sundays of Advent before feasts or solemnities that are not directly of the Lord. Friend, this week is a Marian week. Today we are having Immaculate Conception. And then, as you know, in 2 days' time, we are going to have actually, that is tomorrow, Tuesday 10th, our Lady of Loreto, another one. And then we are going to have our little Guadalupe. This week is full of Marian feast. And then obviously, the Saturday will follow. In the liturgy, I have to add, solemnities were actually celebrated 8 days long. We still have that for Christmas octave, and you have the Sunday, of course, Easter Sunday, the octave of Easter also. So solemnities had this 8-day period. Now we don't see them because there are so many to be celebrated. And so it's like we are still in the octave, so to say, of the Immaculate Conception, which is a solemnity. And so the church has infused all the little feasts of Our Lady in this week. Loreto, Guadalupe, they are all fused in this week. And then to tell us that we are in the darkness waiting for light, in some few days you shall have the feast of Saint Lucy. Lucy, as you know, means light. Lucia, Luce, lux, light. So again, the church is preparing our minds. The big light is coming at Christmas, and so the little lights are coming. So Lucy, her name means light. So the church has put a place here now, some few days, 13th December, about 2 weeks before Christmas, that look, this lady, this saint, is a prototype, of a bigger light. She's only an image of a bigger light to come. So St. Lucy's feast is actually fixed within the Advent season, because her name means light, to tell us that a bigger light, a greater light is on the way coming. Christmas. So the liturgy is arranged such that if you look at all these feasts being celebrated here and there, you can forecast what is yet to come. Friends, we thank God for this feast of this week, and shortly we shall have the third Sunday of Advent, which will be a break time, because you have done half of it to move forward. One thing I have to mention, that if we are so conscious in Advent, the prayers for offertory and post-communion, we say, have been repeated. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, the same order. Then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we take them back. So the same prayer for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then the order is repeated. So Thursday, we go back to Monday's prayer. Friday, we go back to Tuesday's prayer. And then Saturday, we go back to Wednesday's prayer. So the same prayers have been repeated. And that is so because in the oldest sacramentaries, and that was the order. So just be conscious of that fact. That's why even some bishops' conference have provided alternative, prayers over the gifts and alternative prayers after communion for this Sunday, because the repetitions. So the Monday prayer, is the prayer we use for the first Sunday of Advent. The Monday and Thursday prayers, I should say, are the prayers we use for the first Sunday of Advent. Tuesday and Friday prayers are the prayers we use for the second Sunday of Advent. Wednesday and Saturday prayers are the prayers we use for the third Sunday of Advent. As soon after the third Sunday, we shall go into the special week of December 17 to 24, which are special prayers for those days. So already this repetition, I call it, but means that deepening, In the liturgy, when you hear the word re, the Latin word re doesn't mean again, but actually means going deeper. And we thank God for these celebrations of Advent. And we pray that as we make a step closer to Christmas, the bigger light, we shall be better prepared. Friends, we shall end here for this week for the Liturgy Forecast. Hopefully, we shall continue our discussion. God bless you.